Versa best company.
Versa Business System.
It's a better.
Versa Business System.
True Versa Business System.
Welcome to the Versa Business Tips Podcast. I'm your host, founder and CEO of Versa Business Systems, Shaheen Mazloom. We are here with Mompreneur, Cassey HOFF, who's a TikTok sensation, really killing it these last few years. Excited to have you on the show and really learn more about what you're doing and how you did it. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here. Super, super excited.
Absolutely. So for those that don't know you, tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, what do you do? Like, how did you go so viral on TikTok?
So I am a mom of 4, soon to be 5, 27 weeks pregnant as we speak. I have a stepson as well. So we are a zoo over here. 2 cats, 2 dogs, 6 kids. It's chaos, but I wouldn't have it any other way. June of 2023 was when I decided that I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I was working at a daycare then. I was making very little money, to say the least, but it worked because I could take my kids with me. So I decided in June of 2023, why not? Like, if I can even make a couple extra $100 a month, that would be awesome. And at that point, I had like 42,000 followers. So I had a little bit of a base once I decided to monetize myself. And I've gone from that to 317,000 followers in roughly 3 years. So from June of 2023 to we're now in May of 2026. Honestly, I wish I had a formula to tell you. I don't. I wish I did. The algorithm
that's the biggest thing that bothers me about social media, because it's like the videos that go crazy viral. It's like, why did that go viral?
My very first video ever. Like I told you the night that we met, sitting on the toilet in my bathroom, hair on top of my head, no makeup on, ranting about the economy in 2023. And that landed me on Good Morning America. And that was my first super viral video after I monetized myself. I think it got close to 3
That's
million
crazy.
views.
So did they actually play that video on Good Morning America?
Sure did.
So that's how the whole world got to know who you were, sitting on the toilet with your hair a mess.
Yes, hiding from my toddlers because I was like, I have to go somewhere that's semi-quiet so they're not screaming in the background. But yeah, honestly, it's a grind. That's the only thing I tell people. When I have friends that reach out to me and they're like, I want to do what you do, and I'm like, it's a
it's not easy. Like, people are like, oh, being a what's it called, content creator or influencer or what have you, it's a lot of work. Like, I only do maybe 1 to 3 videos a day, depending, and I'm spending a couple hours a day just on that. And I wouldn't say that I do a lot of long video. I mean, it is a super grind, especially if that's your full-time job and that's how you're paying the bills. Like, it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. It's something that you have to really be dedicated to. When you're trying to build in the very beginning, my piece of advice is always 3 videos a day, which sounds
consistency,
daunting.
right?
Yeah, consistency. Because the algorithm has to have you to show you. So if you're not pumping out multiple videos a day, you're not landing on the For You page on TikTok. You're not landing in front of people. And that's why your following's not growing. And that's why brands aren't seeing you. My other best piece of advice is be yourself. And I know that sounds so corny.
Authenticity.
I know it sounds
it's so
corny,
true, though.
But again,
authenticity is everything.
A lot of my viral
people are
videos,
sick of the guys driving down the road in their Lamborghini that they just rented, pretending that they know everything about business, right? They want to see the raw, the real, like you said, sitting on a toilet, hair a mess, hiding from your kids so you can do a 1-minute video
Right.
real quick.
Most
Like,
of mine are standing in the
that's
kitchen
real.
now. You know, like everyone goes to bed, and at 9 o'clock at night, I
Yeah.
have an idea, and I'm like, okay, I need to record that like right now. And
Yeah.
I record it, and at this point, I've gotten a little faster, obviously, with like my editing and all that. And I don't really edit my
Yeah.
videos that much either. I feel like people feel like they need to like put all these filters on and
Yeah.
do all this
I was always
editing.
told record,
Yes.
post, record, post.
Yes.
Like, don't spend a ton of time editing it, making it perfect. Like,
Yeah.
people want the real.
world is
the
so
raw.
over like the Instagram model. And I don't say that to like attack
100%.
anybody, but like I see it all the time on my For You page where people are like, you know, these influencers are so out of touch. You know, you have influencers going
Yeah.
to other countries spending hundreds of thousands of dollars while they're over there on luxury bags, and gas is $5 a gallon and groceries are $100 for 3 bags. And those of us that are, you
Right.
know, just normal people are like, that's not it. Right now.
Yeah.
Like,
It's just not, it's not everybody's life,
No.
right? Like, yeah, I think definitely authenticity is one thing that's huge, and being vulnerable
Yeah.
too. Would you say that, you know, the vulnerability of the stuff that you do does better than, you know, anything else?
I mean, I definitely touch on some touchy subjects on my page. I've addressed abortion a couple of times, which I know is a topic that a lot of people are like, absolutely not. And I will
Right.
say that when you take a stand on something that has such like a strong political background, either way,
Yeah.
you have to stand on it, because there are going to be
Yeah.
people that attack you. You're going to get the nasty
Yep.
comments. You're going to get the nasty messages. But like, you know, if that's something that you truly feel like you need to speak on, once you speak on it,
Yeah.
it's out there. So like you have to
Yep.
stand on it. I actually
Yep.
lost followers during the last election because I voted for Trump. And I made
Yeah.
it, I stood on that I voted for Trump, you know, because
Yep.
as a, they say I'm a major influencer now because of my follower count. I don't feel that way. I still feel like a little fish in the sea. But
Right.
you know, a lot of us bigger content creators spoke out on who we voted for, and I definitely got hate
Yeah.
for it, and I lost followers for it, but I stood on it.
Yep.
You have
Yep.
to. That's another thing, is
Yep.
you cannot, once you take a stand on something that does have such a strong like emotional or political, you know, it brings out strong emotions in people, you got to stand on it,
Yeah.
because you will find people that agree with you 1,000%.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You will, but you will also find the ones, and you have to be tough skinned. Social media is
Yeah.
such a tough skinned business. Like I have people all the
Oh
time that look at
yeah.
me and they're like, I don't know how you do it.
Keyboard
Yes.
warriors
And I'm
everywhere.
like, oh yes. You know, and they're like, I don't know how you do it. And I'm like, well, first of all, every mean comment you leave boosts my video, so more people are seeing
Right.
it. So you're just putting money in my
Exactly.
pocket.
Thank you.
Like,
right.
That's fine by me. You know, you just have to realize that, one, these are people that don't really know you. They're judging you
Right.
off of a 1 minute and 10 or 1 minute 15-second video that you felt the need
Yep.
to post. They don't know you in real life. Like they
Yep.
don't, you know.
Exactly.
And you definitely have to be tough skinned, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's with anything though. Like, you know, whether you're a content creator or not, like when you're doing something with your life and you're, you know, whether you're taking a stand on something, whether you're, you know, building something, you know, you're, you know, getting healthier, whatever it is, you're going to have haters no matter what. And you're right. Most of those people don't know you, right? They just don't. And the people that do know you know you. They know who you are. They know that you're, you're not all these whatever crazy things people comment
And I will always
say.
say,
It's
if you
just,
have
it's crazy.
haters, you're doing something right.
100%.
You're doing something right all day long.
Was it Cat? I think it was Cat Williams that was like, if you got 10 haters, you need to figure out how you can get to 20 by Friday.
Right. 100%. 100%. Because people that don't truly support you hate to see you doing better than them. And they
Yes.
will all, you know, like I get comments, like I'm getting ready. I just launched another business this week because I'm insane. Just like a household cleaning organization, kind of just like to help moms that are just overwhelmed. Because I know what it's like to be that mom. And I'm 27 weeks pregnant. And the first thing I had multiple people say is, why would you do that 27 weeks pregnant? And I'm like, because I'm pregnant. I'm not disabled. Like I can still do,
Right.
I only did 2 clients in my first week.
Right. And so what is the product then?
It's called Home Flow Household Services is what I named it. So essentially,
Okay.
I'm not just like because there's a lot of cleaning companies out there, but like I wanted to
Right.
come in and like reorganize your kitchen cabinets, make your kitchen flow better, your linen closets, the things that moms don't do, because by the time we bare level clean the house, nobody wants to
Yeah.
rearrange the towels. No one
Yeah,
wants to rearrange
exactly.
their spice cabinet. No one wants to deal with their kitchen cabinets or their fridge or the closet that you just have shoved all your kids' art projects in for the last year. Like no one wants to deal with that. So I was like,
Yeah.
and I saw so many, I'm a part of a lot of mom groups, obviously.
Right.
And I've seen a lot of mom groups be like, I need a mother's helper. I need somebody to come in and do this for me. And it kind of like gave me the idea, and I kind of like
That's a really cool
put it
idea.
around. I rolled it around for 2 weeks and did some research and chat GBT'd it and what we do. And then I just kind of threw it out there in my mom groups and was like, I'm only going to take clients up until the first week in July. And then I was completely honest, I'm 27 weeks pregnant.
Yeah.
I'm only going to take clients up to the first week of July. And then I'm going to be gone until November, and I'll come back right before the holidays and we'll get your houses set for the holidays. And I landed 2 clients in my first week. So like,
that's awesome.
The need is there.
Very cool. Yeah. Oh, definitely. I mean, I'm even thinking like just like for myself, I just moved, and the amount of stuff that like we came across, I'm like, man, I could have used that like a year ago. Now I've got 2 of them. You know what I mean? Like just stuff like that. Like we get so busy like with day-to-day life. It's like, who has the time to organize your house?
Right.
And it's wild, but yeah, that's a great business idea. So like what plans do you have to how to take it? Like, are you gonna like train other people to do it?
Right now it's just me,
kind of grow from
obviously, because
there.
I'm like on the super ground floor. But
Right.
obviously as it grows, like if it gets to the point that I have so many clients that I can't just do it just me, then yes, it would be where I would hire people and train them to do what I do. And you have to pass a background check. You're going into people's houses, so like you have to be very
for sure,
picky and choosy about like who I would hire and things of that nature. But
absolutely,
we're definitely not there yet. Hoping to get there.
Right.
And I really won't be able to scale it like that probably until after my maternity leave. Just simply
I would say so. Yeah. Probably a good idea to just kind of get it going, make sure it works, figure out what your numbers are. I mean, that's the biggest thing really with any business is your analytics and your numbers. Right. Most people don't even know what they like. You can talk to most business owners and say, "Oh, what's your profit margin?" Oh. Do you even know if you're making a profit?
Are you making money? Do you
know? I mean, yeah, we make money, we got cash flow, but that's 2 different things, right? You'd be surprised the amount of businesses that think they're profitable aren't actually making a profit. It's crazy.
Oh, I have no doubt.
It is crazy.
Because the things that you can, and I'm very self-taught. Like my whole TikTok platform is self-taught, from how to record. Right. I remember when I sat down to do my first brand deal, and I was like, I winged it, to be honest, because, and now because I was when TikTok Shop first came out is kind of when I got into it. Now 3 years later, there's so many, buy my course, buy my book, this, that, and the third, but like, I didn't have that. I taught myself. Right. So that I also think opened my eyes to a lot of things. And then like the first year you do taxes, obviously you learn that you can write off like all of these things that I had no idea, because I've waited tables my whole life. I was a server. I got a W-2 and we called it a day. But there's just so many things as an entrepreneur that like you just have to learn along the way. And whether it's running your own business or even like TikTok or something like that, like you have to be able to roll with the punches. TikTok is very difficult right now. It's very oversaturated. Everybody wants to do the same thing. Everybody wants the freedom. Yeah. They want to be a content creator. They want the money that it brings. And it can bring serious money. I mean, my first 6 months as a TikTok shop affiliate, I made $70,000 in 6 months. And
Your first 6
yes,
months?
from June to December
Wow.
of 2023, I made $70,000.
Wow. And that's just on
And that was
TikTok.
just on TikTok.
Wow. So I'm noticing like different, like do you do any YouTube at
No.
all? So like YouTube has really been, it's been terrible. They're like cutting people off from being monetized. I got taken off of being monetized right before I went from like 100,000 views a month to now a couple million views a month that they could be paying me for, but
Naturally.
they didn't want to. So they,
Yep.
it's, and I'm hearing it time and time again. Like one guy was monetized for 3 years, made over $1 million, and then they demonetized him, saying that his content wasn't original. He's in every piece of content. How is
Like,
that
what do you mean?
unoriginal?
Oh, it's definitely
You know what I mean?
TikTok
So
is
it's
definitely
like they're doing weird stuff. Has TikTok
yes.
changed quite a bit in the last 3 years?
Yes. So when I first started, obviously, like I said, I was on the ground floor of TikTok shop. So like it was new to
Yeah.
everybody. Buying products off of TikTok was new. Now we're 3 years in,
Yeah.
it's not new anymore. So
Right.
that kind of makes it difficult. They also, when I first started,
Difficult in what way?
it's difficult in that. So when I first started, there were very strict guidelines of who could be a TikTok shop affiliate. Like you had to have a certain amount of followers. It was like you had to have
Right.
at least 100,000 followers. You had to be 18, which most of us are. But you had to have
Right.
100,000 followers, and you had to have 100,000 video views in the last 30 days.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they made it to where like you really had to qualify, like you really had to
Yeah.
be like a consistent posting scene
Yeah.
creator. Well, now it's like they're like are no regulations. Like I see people that are like, "Oh my gosh, I got invited to the TikTok shop affiliate program today," and they have like 40,000 followers. Their videos are getting like 600 views a piece, and you're like, that was not the rules for me. Like,
Right.
so I feel like now they've like lessened they've kind of just let anybody be a TikTok shop affiliate.
I mean, 40,000 followers still. I mean, I've been posting on TikTok for, I don't know,
It's
6
hard.
years now, and I think I'm only at like 6,000. But like everywhere else, like I'm on 90,000 on Instagram, 30,000 on
See, I hate
YouTube,
Instagram.
like 40, 50,000 on Facebook. Like I just can't crack TikTok, and I don't know if it's because of my genre is more like business. But I see other people doing okay, like pushing stuff out for business owners on TikTok. I don't know. It's just
I will
I
say,
don't know. I guess I
the
gotta
business
figure
owners
my
that, especially for like your niche, like this was one of the most crowning moments in my life is the Wolf of Wall Street follows me on TikTok, like the actual Wolf of Wall Street. Jordan
yeah,
Belfort follows me on
yeah,
TikTok.
yeah. That's
I
cool.
don't remember what video he saw, but I know that he followed
Right.
me after I posted something, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Matt Rife also follows me on TikTok
That's
because I
cool.
made a
He's
video defending
hilarious.
Matt Rife. I actually saw him live as well in DC.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But like as far as people like Jordan Belfort and like the people that are really pumping out Grant Cardone, that are really pumping out business content, again, it's almost like you have to make it a good mix, which is the same thing I was telling our friend Billy when he was like, "I want you to run my TikTok." And I was like, "Okay."
Right.
You have to make it a good mix. So not only business content, but again, back to the authenticity piece, people want to know who
Yeah.
you are. So
Yeah.
it's almost
Yeah. And I feel like that's with every platform too, right? Like I try to do 1/3 me, 1/3 um, you know, business related, like to my business, and then 1/3 like advice or something that's trending.
right.
So yeah, it's so TikTok you would say is primarily they want more authenticity and more
Yeah.
lifestyle. Yeah.
Like the majority of and don't get me wrong, I still do brand deals. I get PR almost daily at this point.
Right.
And at this point, the way that my TikTok is set up is like I have brands send me things that I don't even know are coming until they're here, and I'm like, oh. That's cool. Then I have to go in like the back end of my TikTok and be like, oh, they did send me a message. I missed it. My bad. But it's very, yeah, they really want people want you to speak on things that are like going on right now. I've really noticed that like that really built my following. Like I said, the election, I just made a video about this virus on this cruise ship that they're talking about right now. I'm like, we cannot do another global pandemic. Like we are not doing it.
Right. Keep that ship in the middle of the sea.
Exactly. But just like things that happen, like the Athena Strand trial just happened, the little girl that was kidnapped by the FedEx driver. I made videos about that. People really want to know where you stand on things that are happening that are affecting like normal people.
Right.
Like they really.
Now, sorry, I was going to ask. So on that topic, like, do you do those videos where you're kind of like doing an overlay over another video and talking about it, or is it more like a fresh video just based on video.
I might feature like a picture, like if I'm talking about something that, but I mean, the Athena Strand case, I didn't even put his picture on my video because I felt like he didn't even deserve that. But like people know what you're talking about with something like that. But like if I feel as though like I need to reference a picture or I need to reference a news article, I've done that a lot because a lot of times when you speak on something that, especially that's political, people are going to try to call your bluff. That's another thing I will tell you is make sure you do your research before you post. Make sure that whatever you post, you have something somewhere from a reliable source that you can go back and say, this is where I found this.
But in the same sense, I have noticed like when you make small mistakes or you're wrong about something, like that stuff blows up.
Because everybody has
an opinion. It really does.
Everybody has an opinion. So they're going to come in your comments and they're going to say, you're wrong. You're spewing misinformation. You're wrong. This, that, and the third. I actually just made a video the other night. It happened to me the other night, actually. A girl posted somewhere in California, a gas station. She was driving by and literally the price said $23.99 a gallon. Now, I don't know if that's wrong. I don't know if the gas station messed up, but she posted it. So I make a video and I'm like, and the Federal Reserve had just made an announcement that gas is going to be the average of $5 a gallon by June. So I put that all in my video and they're like, you're wrong. Like, there's no way that's da-da-da-da. So I'm like, I really wish I would have screenshotted the video and put it in the back. Like, that's one of those instances where I'm like, I should have, as soon as I saw it and knew I was going to use it, I should have screenshotted the video, tagged the, and I always do that too. Especially if I'm a much bigger creator than, like, if I see something on somebody's video and they have like 30,000 followers, I always make sure that I tag whose ever content I use and I mention them because I just feel like that's the right thing to do. But yeah, so that was one of those instances where I was like, man, I really wish I would have, because they were attacking me in the comments. There's like, there's no way you saw that somewhere. I did. I promise you I did.
I wasn't seeing things, I swear. Yeah. So TikTok Shop is it TikTok Shop where you're making most of the money, or is it like from the views from your videos?
Honestly, it can be, it teeter-totters. Like there's some months where my TikTok Shop is really, really slow. Right now, TikTok creators are struggling. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah. Right now,
is that because they've changed how much they're paying for things?
Ownership. So TikTok was a Chinese-owned company up until January of 2026. Now it is owned by Oracle, which is a U.S.-based company. And since Oracle has taken it over, it's been rough. I'm not going to lie. There were, like, we were supposed to get paid out every Wednesday on our commissions for TikTok Shop. Yeah. And then you get paid once a month for your views. So I get paid on the 15th of the month for my views from the previous month. And I get paid out every Wednesday on whatever commission I've made in that last week. There were weeks, and I'm talking probably like 6 weeks straight, that none of us saw a commission payout. Dang. Once they took over, because it was just a mess. It was a mess. I mean, they had like outages where all of us were posting videos and they were staying at 0 views for hours, if not days. The community guideline violations now are, I feel like they target me all the time regardless, and I don't know why. But like, I made a video last night on the virus on the cruise ship. They flagged it almost immediately. Now, I can't tell you how many other creators, as I'm scrolling my For You page, have made a similar video. And I'm like, that video has 60,000 likes on it, but mine gets flagged. So I deleted it. I made a new video about it this morning. So far, they haven't touched it.
Right. Do they tell you what they're flagging
They
it for?
say violation of community guidelines, and that's all they tell you. They don't even tell
So how did you
what
know
community-
like what to change?
Sometimes it's your hashtags. So like last night, I hashtagged like pandemic as one of my hashtags. So I took the pandemic hashtag off, thinking like maybe that's what triggered it. I also really focused on like the death rate in my video last night, and I think maybe that might be what flagged it. So I kind of just only mentioned that nonchalantly today and kind of made my video a little different. So it's like, that's another thing you have to figure out, is like how to work around these stupid community guidelines. And I mean, they are there for a reason. You know, they definitely are good as far as like harassment and bullying and, you know, posting inappropriate things that don't need to be on a TikTok app. But then there's creators like me that make videos like that and they flag it, and I'm like, seriously? Because then it makes it ineligible. Once they flag your video, you can't get paid on it. It doesn't matter how many views it gets. So it's,
so it's the same as the other platforms. If you get flagged or whatever, you don't get paid on it. So the so let's talk about last year. So I'm trying to get an idea of, so it's about 50-50 TikTok shop versus views. Most of your content is like a minute and a half or less videos, right? They're short videos.
In order to get paid on TikTok, your video has to be a minute long.
Okay, so it has to be at least a minute long, or
in order for them to pay. Now, I do post shorter ones, like, you know, I use sounds, music lyrics. You know, if there's like a trend going, I'll take part in it. But if it's a video that I know that I want to get paid on, it has to at least be a minute long. That's a TikTok rule per se. Your TikTok shop videos don't have to be a minute long. But if they are not a shop video,
so if it's not attached to a product,
my shop videos I try to keep 30 seconds or less, 45 seconds, because people have the attention span of a fly, as we know. So when you're trying to sell something to someone, it's very like hook, grab their attention, talk about it, link the product, post it, because no one wants to watch a minute and a half long video on. You know, so
now with TikTok shop, when you're posting these videos and you're selling these products and people are commenting and asking questions about these products, are you the one that's having to go in and talk to them and actually sell this product? Interesting. And is there like AI tools that you can, because like for my Instagram, for example, if somebody messages me on Instagram, I have an AI that handles all that and then lets me know when it's either a lead.
I'm responding to everything.
So you have to do that manually. Interesting. And so, you know, with cheaper products, I mean, it's got to be, is it even worth it?
It can be. So for instance, actually, since you bring that up, my very first TikTok shop product that went viral, I actually bought myself. It was not sent to me. I bought it myself. I made a promotional video for it. It was a 3-pack of water bottles that fit like one inside the other. It was like a big one, a medium one, and a small one. This product was like $5.97. I made like 89 cents off each one, but when I tell you I made thousands of dollars off of that item, because the video I made went super viral. And people were just buying them. Like, I was waking up in the morning and checking my commission, and by like 9 a.m., I had $300 to $400 or $500 for the day already. And I was like, oh. So it's like, yes. And especially now with the economy the way it is, everybody is looking for the least expensive but most effective way to do anything, whether that's makeup, your hair, something for your house. I just had a video. Actually, it might be sitting here. Oh, yeah, it is. I made a video on this candle last week, and it literally has like 6,000 views on it, and I've sold like 40 of them because it burns for like, I think it's like 150 hours or something crazy.
Wow.
But because it burns for so long, all the candle lovers are like, yeah,
Right.
that's awesome. And
Why would I not get that? Yeah.
It's half the price of a competitor, you know?
Interesting.
Most of the time on TikTok Shop, they're going to give you free shipping. They're really good for that too,
Right.
because that's how they like kind of reel people in.
Right.
Most of the time you're going to get free. So it's like for something like this, which is like so mundane, but like,
Yeah.
I've made money off of it. I posted
Yeah,
a 45
that's wild.
second
So-
video of it. It's like,
So last year, do you mind telling us how much you made on TikTok last year?
for the full year, I believe I made right around 50 grand for the full year.
Okay. So 50,000, that's 2025, which was your second full
Yes.
year on TikTok.
Yes.
Right.
But we also had like the shutdown and
right.
like last year was also kind of weird. It was very weird.
Yeah.
2023 was that first 6 months was really great. 2024 was, I still made like I made close to 70 grand in 2024 for the whole year. But even so, like when you take into account $50,000, okay, that's what I made in 12 months. And you're like, okay, well, that's really a long fall from 70 grand in 6 months. But I had the freedom to do whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, you know?
Right.
Like, and
Like that was going to be my next question. Like realistically, last year when you made $50,000, how many hours per week were you spending on TikTok?
10.
Like, does it tell you? Does it give you that?
No, but I can tell you. I mean, maybe 10. Maybe
10 hours a week? 10 hours a week. So, I mean, that's like making 200 grand at a full-time job.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
And I mean, you know, I'm not a single income household. You know, my husband makes great money as well. So like my money is more like, which I'm very fortunate in this, but you know, my money is, I do help with the house stuff, but my money's more like for the kids and like when we go places and like things like that, because it's extra, which is great. And again, you know, like I can be at every single one of my kids' events. I don't have to miss anything. I have an autistic son, so he has a lot of IEP meetings and therapies and things like I don't ever have to rearrange my schedule. I don't ever have to type a letter to a boss and say, hey, I need off this day, or hey, I need to do this day. I just do it. So like regardless of, you know, the drop in money was very frustrating to me at first. And that's another thing I will say is like, that's the ebbs and flows that you really have to learn to go with. You know, 1 month you can have a $6,000 month and the next month you can have a $1,500 month. And you're like, I did nothing different. Other than it's just, you're never going to solve the TikTok algorithm. You're never going to, I have put in.
Exactly. Yeah. It's funny, you know, there's all these, there's all these, you know, business influencers or coaches online. They're like, we know the algorithm. We know exactly what works. We guarantee 1 million views or you don't pay us and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, nobody knows. It changes so rapidly and so often. The things that worked 2 months ago don't work anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like at one point it was like, put as many hashtags as you can on there. Now it's like, don't do more than 5.
Well, now it won't,
you know what I
let
mean?
you.
And
TikTok
it's like,
limits you.
No, yeah, that's
now.
true. Yeah.
But yeah, no, before it was, you know, put 15 on there and now it's
exactly. Yeah.
Before it was like when I very first started too, like when I would get a bunch of PR at once, haul videos did really well. Like if I opened like, cause I could tag up to, I think it was 10. I could tag up to like 10 products at a time on one video. So like that was the ticket. I sat down for 3 minutes. I rapid opened them, talked about them. If it was closed, I tried them on, whatever. Those videos did really well. Well, now no one wants to sit through a 3-minute video haul. So it's like you've noticed that the haul videos have declined. And so now I do a separate video for almost every single product, but I keep them 30 to 45 seconds because I've noticed that is now what works. Because people are just, so, you know, it's so oversaturated with TikTok that people are really quick to scroll. So unless like, you know, and I've been doing TikTok shop for a long time too. So I have a very good fan base that, and I don't, and I've come on and been like, I will not promote a product I don't like. I will not lie.
Right.
I will
Right.
not. I will straight up
Yeah.
tell you like, this was sent to me and like, it's not for me. Might be for you,
Yeah.
but it's not for me. Like, I don't like it for
Yeah.
whatever reason. And that also, I feel like really helps my following and helps the money I make, because people know like if I'm
because they know if you're posting it and vouching for
that
it,
I actually like it and
you
I've
actually
it and I've
believe
tried,
in what you're saying. Yep.
100%.
Yep. 100%. So the last thing I want to talk about is so TikTok shop, right? So I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I think I've got like 6,000 followers. I got a decent amount of likes because I've had a few videos go somewhat viral, but I want to say try out TikTok shop, right? So how do you approach these companies to say, hey, I want to sell your product on TikTok? Or is it just something you can sign up and they give it to everybody? Like, how does that work?
So mine comes from a couple different, so like some makeup brands, because so TikTok will niche you down. They will.
Right.
So my niche is like fashion, beauty, and kind of like mom and baby.
Right.
So, you know, like I'm on Anastasia Beverly Hills PR list. So they just send me stuff pretty much every month. And they're like, if you want to make a video about it, make a video about it. If you don't, you don't. But here's some free makeup. Then I have other ones that most of the time now, because I've built my platform to what it is, they reach out to me. I don't really
Right. But I'm talking about in the beginning. So like people that want to get started.
So like
on
I said,
that,
I bought the very first product that I promoted. I bought it myself. I spent the $6. I bought it myself. I made a video. Was the best $6 I've ever spent, obviously.
Right.
Because my return on that was insane.
Yeah.
But I will say they have a system where you can like request free samples. So if you go into once you get approved to be a TikTok shop affiliate, when you go into TikTok shop and you click on a product and it pops up on your screen, down on the bottom it will say free sample, which means you are eligible as a TikTok shop affiliate to request a free sample of this. Right. So a lot of times it's that for me too. Like I'll see something, I'll be like, oh, I like that. So let me see if they'll send it to me for free. I'll make a video.
Right.
We do what we do, you know. But a lot of times, so that would be the ground floor of it, is you're going to have to request sample after sample after sample after, because when you're new, you're not automatic. Like I pretty much get approved for almost everything that I request at this point. But in the beginning, there were a lot of brands and a lot of things that were like, nope, your following's just not big enough. Or, you know, you haven't made enough shop videos for us to see if like you fit what we want or whatever. Like, you're going to get shot down a lot more. You're going to get more no's than yeses in the very beginning, for sure. Yeah. I will say all it takes is 1 or 2 viral TikTok shop videos. Right. And it's a completely different ball game. It's a completely different ball game. Like I could go in the back end of my TikTok right now and show you, I mean, I just have message after message after message of people that want to send me.
What's the most expensive thing that you've ever been given to promote?
Oh, that's a great question. Probably I had a company send me a wagon for my kid.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
$480, $580 crazy wagon. Like it's a 4-seater. It has a canopy over the top. I still use it to this day. It's one of my favorite things.
A 4-seater wagon?
Yes. It's like $480 or $580. I did make 2 videos on that for them.
Right.
Because that's what they requested. But I was like, absolutely.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably one of the most expensive is the wagon. And I still use it to this day. It's on my front porch right now. Right. I still use it to this day. I love it. We take it on every like zoo trip that you name it. I take the wagon. I love my wagon.
That's awesome.
I mean, I have this furniture. Cool. Like I have like a spinny shelf sitting over here that has like, it's technically a shoe shelf, but it has a bunch of my like makeup and hair care on it. That wasn't cheap either. It's like a $250 shelf. Wow. I have one of those light up jewelry, almost like closets that has the big mirror on the front.
Yeah.
They're not cheap either. I was sent that for free, put it together, made a video on it. So it's like one of my dressers in my bedroom is TikTok shop. Like people joke when they come in my house, they're like, so what isn't TikTok shop? Your house.
Right.
At this point, the majority of my wardrobe, this jacket is TikTok shop, actually, to be honest with you.
Right.
The majority of my wardrobe, my shoes, my makeup, my hair care stuff, like, because that's my niche.
Right.
I don't really have to. And
That's awesome. So last year, in cash you got 50,000, but in all the free stuff,
and all the free stuff I've been given since I started. Oh my God. I probably have gotten, and I might even be shooting it low, to be so honest with you. I probably have gotten $250,000 in free stuff. If I had to be completely honest with you.
That's wild.
Yep. And because it's
wild.
a gifted collaboration, I don't have to claim it because I make the video. It's a gifted collab, and they're labeled as gifted collaboration. So like, I don't have to. I don't claim any of it. Because I talked to a tax lady and I was like, if I claim that, I'm really in trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a gifted collaboration, especially if you make a video in exchange, like you essentially
because you're just exchanging one for
that. Yeah. So that's your job. That's a write-off, essentially. Even if they were to come back and say it's not gifted, it's still a write-off.
Yeah.
Because you used it for content.
Yeah.
So I mean, nothing short of I mean, if that would be my guess.
So for this year, are you still like working like 10 hours a week?
Yeah, I mean, January and February, I wasn't posting as much because there were so many glitches and there was so much wrong that it became where like posting was almost I hate to say a waste of time, but it was. I mean, we were posting videos and they were sitting at 0 views for days. And you're like, what is happening? Like the algorithm wasn't pushing anything out. I definitely wasn't making TikTok shop videos. Because I'm partnered with an agency on TikTok. They're called Hotstar, and I've been with them since the end of 2023. And I was talking to one of the women at my agency, and she's like, it doesn't make sense for you to post things that are being sent to you right now because they're not going to get any views.
Yeah. So what's the benefit of working with an agency?
So the benefit is like... One of the major benefits is like, for instance, in the middle of 2024, my account for no reason randomly got banned. And at this point I had like 184,000 followers. I had $8,000 in commission sitting in the back end of my TikTok that I couldn't get to. Wow. I mean, they shut my account down. They banned it. They wouldn't let me get my commission for no reason. Like it just it was one of those things where like somebody like mass reported one of my videos, which that will happen. When you start to be successful, get back to those haters, you'll get the ones that like mass report you. So I literally was like emailing my agency and I was like, you have to fix this. And they did. And they restored my account it took like 3 days, which was like the longest 3 days of my life. But that happened in 2024. In 2025, my account got hacked. And at that point,
see, I had that happen. I had to restart my Facebook. At one point, I had about 60,000 followers on Facebook. About 2 years ago, it got hacked, and I still haven't been able to get it back.
So it got hacked
from scratch.
And at that point, I had like probably close to 300K. Like I was right on the cusp.
You had to have been freaking.
Oh, I was. I didn't. When I tell you, I did not like sleep for it. It took again.
I couldn't imagine.
It happened on a Thursday. I'm like emailing TikTok shop support. My, agency is trying to do what they're doing. And it took from Thursday to Tuesday. And when I tell you it was the longest 5 days of because it's just like like I'm sitting in this room, like this is where I pretty much film everything. I'm getting ready this is my new office. I'm getting ready to redo this behind me too. So it's going to be all cute here soon. But
nice.
I'm like looking around at all the products around me and like everything that I've built. And I'm like, at that point I was so defeated. I was like, I don't know if I have it in me. To start over. Like I really don't. And it was like not great timing either because like they were talking about shutting TikTok down. Like it was like, and I'm like,
every entrepreneur has been there, and it's the worst. It's really,
horrible.
really hard. I know that feeling,
like
and it is. You're like, I put these years in. I've built something amazing, and it could all be gone.
But they got it back for me. It took
You
5
know.
days. It was the longest 5 days of my life.
So these agencies, do they take a piece of everything, or
Some
how
do
do
and
you
some
pay them?
don't. The one I'm with now is more like creator support related. So like I'm still now a lot of agencies, like once you grow to be like super big, like in the millions, you know, like they're doing your brand deals for you. They're doing all of that, where I'm still doing that myself. Really, my agency is more creator support than anything else. They will set up brand deals for me. Like I did a brand deal with Hey Dude last year, and I did not
Cool.
set that up. One of the
Right.
ladies from my agency messaged me, and she's like, "By the way, Hey Dude's going to send you 2 pairs of shoes." And I
Right.
was,
How do they make money then?
that I don't know. I don't know if they're being paid by TikTok. I don't know, but like they don't take anything from
Interesting.
me. They take nothing from me.
Interesting. So I wonder if it's either TikTok or the brands
They might, yeah. I mean, they
themselves
might probably get
pay
some
them.
off the
They
top
might pay them a
from like,
commission
yeah,
for
but like directly from
yeah.
me, like out of my commission or like out of my flat
Right.
rate.
There's no
Nope.
downfall on your end
No.
to working with an
No.
agency. Interesting. Very cool. And then so I guess where do you go from here? You just post more, I mean, how do you scale a TikTok shop? You just more followers, more videos?
Yeah, I
Is
mean, really,
it that
again,
simple?
it's about consistency too with that. Like when I first started TikTok Shop, a lot of my content was TikTok Shop because I was getting sent a lot in the very beginning. So a
Right.
lot of my content became TikTok Shop, and now I've kind of balanced it to where like it's probably like I would say like a 70-30 split. It's 70% me, 30% TikTok Shop. As
Right.
far as scaling right now, it's very difficult because like I said, I feel like we're still in like this weird transition period with like Oracle
Yeah.
taking over.
How long has it been since Oracle took
They took
over?
over in January. For like 4
Okay, so yeah, it
months.
hasn't been too long.
And I
Yeah.
still feel like the algorithm is just it's very weird. It's all of us have
Yeah.
because I'm in a bunch of discords with like other creators too,
Yeah.
and all of us have been saying the same thing. Like
Yeah.
it's just a weird feeling right now on TikTok. Like for those of us that have like
Right.
gone viral before and like done well and kind of like have a formula to a degree,
Right.
and none of those things are working anymore. And so now all of us are like, okay, this
Interesting.
is a learning curve, because all of us have years
Yeah.
invested, and now it's
Right.
like we almost have to like it's very we're in a very odd spot right now. I still love it. I'm
Right.
not giving up on it. I will never give up on it until
Oh
they
no.
take it
I mean,
from
you
me
can't.
and tell me
I
I
mean,
can't.
you've made it so successful. I mean, if you think about it, right? So you've made probably about what $300,000 from 23 to now,
Mhm.
right? Plus about 250,000. I mean, you made over $500,000 in what 3 years?
Mhm.
Not even 3 years.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty damn. And are you ever doing like 30, 40 hour weeks? No, right?
No, I mean, in the beginning, in the beginning, when I tell you I was
Yeah.
doing it full time, I was doing it full time. I was
Right. Okay.
every hour that I could be in front of my phone, I was in front of my phone.
Okay.
Now that I've built it to what it is, I don't really have to do that as much anymore. I feel like I might
Right.
have to start putting a few more hours in just because we're in this weird
Yeah.
transition period that we're in.
Right.
I do feel like maybe I need to kind of like get back on the horse per se and put in
Right.
maybe a couple months of some 30-hour weeks and really start posting like
Yeah.
3 videos.
Yeah, sometimes it's just the law of large numbers,
Yeah,
right? Like if you post enough different stuff, like eventually you kind of figure out what the patterns
right.
are and what's
I feel like
what's
I need to
working
go back
now
to
and
my
what isn't,
roots with
right?
this new ownership and like do the 3 videos a day and all
Right.
of that like I
Right.
was in the beginning to grow
Yeah.
it.
They always so in anything in business related, right? Like when things start changing or not working as much, they always say go back to the
Mhm.
basics. Get back to the basics. Go back to when you first started seeing that success. Go back to the basics, and you're not going to stay at the basics, but if you start, it's the best starting point when you're trying to figure out something new,
Yes.
right, is always
So
the
I think we
basics. The
might have
basics will
to
always
travel
work.
our way back to July of 2023 and go back
Right,
to posting, because right now I post like one video a day. Sometimes I post two, sometimes I
right,
post
right.
three. I at least post once a
Yeah,
day because I try to not skip days because that really will mess with your
yeah,
algorithm. Um,
yeah.
but like I really feel like I'm gonna have to go back to posting like a couple.
Yeah, totally get it. Well, I'll make sure you have the full video of this, which we're almost at an hour, so it might be one of our longest podcast episodes because it's really interesting. And I think you're the 100th episode.
Oh, awesome! I love that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the 100th episode. So I guess it's only fair that it's the longest. So we'll give you the full video. So you got about 60
Yeah,
videos
right.
there. Very cool. So besides TikTok, are there any other platforms that you're focusing on or looking to get into, or
I
is
mean,
it
I kind of
is there
sometimes
just
I
nothing
take
else
my
out there
TikTok
like it?
videos and I post them. I do have like 16,000 followers on Facebook because I've
Right.
posted a couple of my videos that have done well on TikTok. I turn around and post them to
Yeah.
Facebook and make them Facebook reels, and then they post to Instagram automatically because I have my Instagram and Facebook connected.
Yeah.
There's just something about TikTok that like has my heart. So like that's where
Right. There's nothing else really like
no,
it, right?
there's
Like
not.
there's not a social media platform that also has a store.
Yeah, right. Correct.
Yeah, it's basically like a social Amazon.
Pretty much.
Right?
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, that's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
There's really nothing like
Yeah.
it. And I feel like, Facebook has been around so long and Instagram has been around so long. TikTok really hasn't been a big thing since 2020. I mean, when COVID hit was when TikTok really took off because all of us were home.
Interesting.
We
Yeah.
had nothing better to do other than be in front of
Yeah,
our
no,
phone.
that's very true. I just realized,
So,
yeah, I don't think I got on TikTok until 2021. Yeah, it was 2021. I remember we were in Miami actually at Grant. I had a mastermind at Grant Cardone's office, and my wife came down with me and we were in Miami. It was for the Grand Prix week too. And I remember I had just got on TikTok like a couple months before, and I hit my first 1,000 followers or whatever that week. But yeah, that was 2021, or it might even been 2022.
I started the end of 2020, but like at that point again, it was just like COVID and it was just like something stupid and fun to
Right.
do. And I did build it
Yeah.
to like 42K between 2020 and like the end of 2020 and mid 2023. Which
Yeah.
there was, I mean, I wasn't even trying, like, and I hate to say it that way because it sounds weird, but like I wasn't. I was just like posting dumb, whatever. But like I said, when I really started to take it seriously was 2023. But COVID is what blew
Right.
TikTok up because all of
Yeah.
us were home with nothing better to do than be in front of our phones.
Yeah.
So TikTok's
Yeah.
definitely a newer platform. Instagram for me, like I feel like you've cracked the code on Instagram.
Yeah, and I don't understand why or how. Like that's what bothers me about all of this stuff. It's like I don't get it.
Me either.
I'm just like I'm omnipresent, so like I post everything on every platform, and like I'll have ChatGPT rewrite my captions for each platform, right? So it's supposed to do better on each platform when you have it what's the word? Optimized for, TikTok
Right.
and YouTube or whatever, but I just can't seem to crack it.
And that's how I feel about Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just don't think my content though, like I look at a lot of the people that are viral on Instagram and that have, like me and you make such different content. So it makes
Yeah.
sense to me why you do well on Instagram and I don't, because I just feel
Right.
like I don't have Instagram content because every platform
Right.
I feel like almost expects like a different kind of content. And Instagram is
Yeah.
just one of those where I'm like, it's just, I don't know. I can't figure it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, no, I get it. So like I saw a video. I think it was on TikTok. It was this morning, and they were saying, and I don't know if you've heard. So content creator insights.
Mm-hmm.
So TikTok has a thing called content creator insights, where you can do creator search insights, and you view it, and gives you suggestions on stuff you should be talking about and what's trending.
Right.
So like I pulled it up and it was like at the beach. Perfect. I'm looking at the beach. So that's I started doing the, you know, the 21 days
Yeah.
you know, the beach run and then businesses from home was another one. And like there's a few of them and it's like, but I don't know what any of this means. It's like businesses has an up arrow and it says 205%. All I talk about is businesses. So like, what are you talking about? You're telling me I'm supposed to talk about this, but that's all I talk
Right.
about. And I'm still not cracking.
Right.
It drives me crazy.
For me, like I said, I feel like my videos that have really gone, and don't get me wrong, like I've had viral videos as far as like politics goes and things going on in the world, but
Right.
like my super viral videos are like me really talking about something that everyone can relate to. That whether it's
Yeah.
like I said, the election, something going on in the
Yeah.
country, the Athena Strand case I just
Yeah.
talked about, you know,
Yeah.
when it's, you know, when things happen at schools, you know, and there's like school violence
Yeah.
and, you know, I'll address it. You know, I don't
Yeah.
ever, if there's something major going on like that is countrywide, like that everybody is talking
Right.
about, the best thing you can do is make a video on it instantly
Yeah.
and don't overthink it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Trending. So yeah, trending topics, you know, things that most people can relate to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start focusing on doing more of that and see if we can make
See if it
something
builds.
happen there. I do want to try out TikTok Shop too. Like I'm kind of intrigued by it just to see, you know, how it would do.
It's a grind for sure.
For me
TikTok Shop
specifically.
is definitely
Yeah.
a grind, especially
Yeah.
now.
What are you spending the most time doing though? Just videos, right?
Yeah.
Or is it the comments and messages?
I mean, I do make sure that I do respond to comments on all of my videos, not all of them, because
Okay.
obviously if you get a super
Right.
viral video, you're talking about hundreds, if not thousands of comments.
Yeah.
I will say
Yeah.
though, I have noticed that when I respond to like, say, the first 50 to 75 comments on a video, like if I go through and I pick and I
Right.
choose and I respond and I like engage with my audience almost, those videos also
Yeah.
do really well. So
Yeah.
TikTok wants you.
Yeah, I've been reading that a lot. It's
TikTok
like,
wants
you know,
you to
it's
engage
huge to
with the
yeah.
people that are commenting on your videos and the people that are
Right.
agreeing with
But also going on other people's accounts and commenting
Mhm.
on their
Oh, I do
stuff
all the
too,
time.
right? I've heard that it
all the time.
yeah.
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 Because then you'll have
Yeah,
people that view your
interesting.
profile, you know, if they go in the comment section, they're like, oh, I agree with her. They click on your name, they
Right.
go to your profile, they watch some of your videos, that becomes a follower. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, you
Right.
never know how you're going to essentially convert someone to a follower.
Yeah.
But it could be
Yeah.
from, I mean, I've gone comment viral, as they call it too, a couple of times.
Same. I
Yeah.
didn't know that was
Oh,
a
it's
thing, but
big.
yes, I was just about to say that because I made a comment on one of Grant Cardone's
I love
videos
him.
once, and I had like I don't know 3,500 likes, and I probably got like 1,000
Mhm.
followers from it. Just as a comment on one of his posts, and I was like, damn.
Oh, when the Wolf of Wall Street followed me, I literally made a video about it, and I like
I bet.
I like put it up, and I was like, he followed, and like I got like 500 followers overnight off of just that. But
Right.
like, yeah, you
Yeah.
never know where people are gonna see you, so like it's very
Yeah.
important to comment on, especially if people are talking about something that you genuinely stand. You know what I mean? Like if they're talking about something going on,
Right.
or you know they take a stand on something, and you either agree with it or disagree with it. You know,
Right.
there's a 50-50 shot somebody finds you in the comments that feels the same way. So
Right.
then that becomes, again, they come look at your profile, they hit the follow button, and
Yeah.
it's so crazy how, like, I mean, and I've had months where I've jumped 10K followers in 1 month. That's wild. It doesn't
Yeah.
happen often. It's usually a slow trickle.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that happens to me on Instagram. I mean, I think last month we added 10,000 followers from one
That's
video,
awesome. That's awesome.
and yeah, and it's just I don't know. I don't know why TikTok just don't like me. But
Talk about Instagram.
question: going live. I see a lot of people talking about going live on TikTok as a necessity for a TikTok shop, and like you know how people do those lives with other
Mhm.
people and they're sending like hearts and presents
Yeah.
and whatever those like emoji looking things are.
So,
What the heck is that?
going live is not something that I enjoy because,
Right.
for one, like, my life is really not set up for it. Like, if I was going to go live, I would have to go live at like 9 o'clock at night because my kids
Right.
are, you know what I mean? Like, I would have to,
Yeah.
I'd have to go live later at night. And I have gone live before. And people can send you gifts when you're live. And so
Yeah.
that's what you're seeing. Like, the gifts that pop up.
People are actually giving them
Yes.
money?
Yep.
Why?
I don't know. Because they like the person.
That's for real.
Yes.
Like so that whatever they're giving these people that are live, they're just giving them money.
Yes, because when you end your live, it will tell you what you monetized off of your live.
That's insane. People just have nothing better to do that they're going to go onto a live on TikTok and say, "Oh, we're just going to make it rain on you." That's
It is
insane.
And a lot of people, like, a lot of the lives that you see though are like gamers, live streamers, and they have like
There's this chick from Israel and a guy from Palestine. They're both good-looking people, and all they do is talk shit to each other, and they have a competition, I guess, on who can make the most money.
battling.
Yeah, they battle, and people are paying them, and they're not even really doing anything.
I told you, it's dumb money. Like, it really
That's
is.
insane
It
to
really
me.
is dumb money. Like, it is. It's so simple but so complicated at the same time. Like, that's the only way I know how to say it. Like, it's such a simple thing, but it's so complicated at the same time.
I could not imagine, like, I have a decent amount of money, but like I could not imagine going and watching somebody's live and just being like, here's $1, here's $1, here's it, like, for what?
I know creators that their main source of like, they go live all day.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
day.
I see this one guy, he's a fishing like content creator. And he goes live all the time, and people and that's what he does. Like, people are just constantly throwing money at him. And I'm just like, I don't get it either. It's crazy.
I mean, like I said, going live is something that, now, if you're going live for a brand, that's completely different. And there are brands that literally partner with people to do live sets for them. All you're doing is pushing their product the entire live.
I gotcha. Okay, yeah, I've seen those too. Yeah, so you're kind of doing like a live tutorial or
like
whatever on their product.
Type of, like,
Yeah.
to something. It's almost like a QVC type of scenario where you're essentially just live showing this product over and over and over again for hours at a time. Again, my life is not set up for that. It's not. And honestly, I don't think I would enjoy it. I enjoy making videos. I enjoy, I never take for granted all the free stuff that I get. I never, you know what I mean? Like, it's definitely been a blessing for sure. But I know that for me to stand in front of my phone for 3, 4, 5 hours and just push the same, you know what I mean? Like, that's not me. That's not me.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Not. So.
I get it. I do want to try going live more this year. I just, it's crazy.
It is crazy. I mean, you could always make your lives too like a Q&A kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, do you have questions about whatever? And you could even
that's not a bad idea.
I don't know if you know this, but you can schedule a live. So when you go into your TikTok and you hit like go live, there's like a calendar. I think it's up in the right hand corner. And so you can schedule a live. So if you schedule it so say I scheduled a live for next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Every video that I post between now and then, that's not a TikTok shop video, will say scheduled live Wednesday, whatever, at 2:00 p.m. So it almost like it promotes your live for you a little bit. You can promote your live too. So you can be like, hey, I'm going live.
That's a game changer. Holy crap. So I can post videos all week long about the same business topic and have a live scheduled for the following Monday to do a Q&A about.
Yes.
And every video that I post, once I schedule it, it's going to say that on all the. Wow.
Yes.
That's freaking huge.
I'm trying to remember where it's at.
That's
'cause I
really,
don't go
really
live
cool.
at all.
Wow. That's wild. Yeah, there's so many different things that like all these different platforms that can do like, and I feel like most people just scratch the surface with like the ability that some of these things have.
Yeah, but you can't. I'd
It's
have to go back
crazy.
in and look at how to do it, but I know that you can.
Yeah.
'Cause like I said,
Yeah, I have to check that out.
So then you could literally for like a week straight, build yourself up to this
Yeah.
live, So you want to do
That's
it that way.
killer. That is killer. Absolutely. I appreciate the tip. Man, so if people want to find you, they want to follow you and stay in touch with what you're doing. You've been on Good Morning America. Were you on the new one
Not
yet?
yet.
Or are you going on
I
the new?
have
Okay.
a phone conference with her tonight at 7:00.
That's right. And that was NBC?
CNBC.
CNBC.
So they're tonight.
And then you've been on 2 others, right?
So I've been on Good Morning America.
Yeah.
I was on CNN at one point because
That's right.
I met with a congressional leader when they were going to shut TikTok down. I was one of the creators that we did a Zoom call with him.
That's cool.
Yeah. So CNN, I've been in Newsweek articles, I think 3 times now. So CNBC will actually be the 4th.
Awesome.
But
very cool.
Yeah, it's mind blowing to me every time it happens. And I was at I have a nonprofit too, as you know. And I was actually at an event last weekend for my nonprofit in my hometown. But I had like 3 people walk up to me and they're like, "Oh, you on TikTok?" And every time that happens to me, it's so weird still. Like, and I'm like, "Oh, you do?" And they're like, "Yeah, I love your content." And then they start.
Yeah, I get that a lot about Instagram and YouTube. Like I could go to Walmart and somebody will contact. Oh man, you're that guy from YouTube. Or you're that guy from Instagram.
I had a Dollar Tree cashier here in my hometown look at me and she was like, "I follow you on TikTok, and you also have a nonprofit." And she like starts just telling me everything about myself, and I was like,
"Right,
you really do watch my videos."
I know that.
But it's so crazy for me still when that I don't know if that will ever be like a normal thing for me. It's so weird for me when that happens still.
Right.
I'm just like, but yeah, my TikTok is Cassey's Journey. It's always been the same. I don't know if you know my lighting.
Awesome. And I'll make sure to put it in the description. That way people can just click on it
my
and get
TikTok.
straight to
So
it.
I have 318.6K followers right now is what my.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for all the great information. It's definitely going to help me, and I'm sure it's going to help a lot of our viewers and listeners. So we really appreciate it.
Of course, anytime. Feel free to send me a message if you have any other questions.
Definitely,
I'll answer them for you.
And we'll have to hop back on in like a year and see if you're over that 1 million mark yet. I feel like the first 300,000 is the hardest.
I feel like the first 500 is hard. Like 500K, even though I'm at 318, 500K just seems so far away still.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like once you hit 500K after that, I
say
that until I hit 500K, right? And then I'll be like,
right, and then it'll take, who knows?
I'll be like, well, we're back to the slow circle. Right.
Love it. All right. You have yourself a great night. I appreciate you.
You too. Thank you so much.